In the bustling heart of Los Angeles, where dreams are both born and shattered, a lone street musician named Gabriel played his violin daily at the corner of Sunset Boulevard and Vine Street. His instrument, though worn, sang melodies that spoke to the soul, capturing the attention of passers-by, if only for a fleeting moment. Despite his undeniable talent, Gabriel remained largely unnoticed, a mere background score to the city's relentless rhythm. Before we dive into this inspiring story, we'd love to hear from you. Have you ever witnessed an act of kindness that changed someone's life? Maybe you've supported a struggling artist, encouraged a friend chasing their dream, or even received unexpected help at a crucial moment. Share your story in the comments below. Your experiences remind us that a single act of kindness can create a ripple effect of hope. Now, let's get into the story. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden hue over the city, Gabriel began to play a hauntingly beautiful tune, a composition of his own, echoing with tales of love, loss, and hope. The notes floated through the air, weaving a tapestry of emotions that resonated with those who cared to listen. Unbeknownst to Gabriel, among the small crowd that had gathered stood a man whose face was familiar to millions but whose demeanor was as unassuming as any other pedestrian. Keanu Reeves, the acclaimed actor known not only for his roles in films like The Matrix and John Wick, but also for his humility and kindness, found himself drawn to the melancholic strains of Gabriel's violin. Keanu stood there, captivated by the raw emotion and skill emanating from the musician. As the final note lingered in the air, he approached Gabriel, offering a genuine smile and a modest applause. "That was truly beautiful," Keanu remarked, his eyes reflecting sincerity. "Do you have a name for that piece?" Gabriel, taken aback by the recognition, replied, "I call it Echoes of the Heart. It's an original composition." "You have a rare talent," Keanu said thoughtfully. "The world deserves to hear your music." Gabriel shrugged, a hint of sadness in his eyes. "Out here, I'm just another street musician. It's hard to be heard above the noise." Keanu nodded, understanding the weight of those words. Sometimes, all it takes is for the right person to listen. With that, Keanu thanked Gabriel for the performance and slipped a generous tip into his violin case before disappearing into the crowd. Gabriel watched him go, unaware that this brief encounter would soon alter the course of his life. A few days later, Gabriel received an unexpected phone call. A well-known music producer had heard his performance through a video shared online and was eager to meet him. The producer spoke of a special event, a charity concert aimed at supporting struggling artists, where Gabriel's performance could shine a spotlight on his talent. Overwhelmed and skeptical, Gabriel hesitated. "How did you find me?" he inquired. The producer chuckled. "Let's just say a little birdie told me. Someone who believes in giving artists like you the platform you deserve." With arrangements made, Gabriel found himself days later standing backstage at the Walt Disney Concert Hall, a venue he had only ever dreamed of entering. The grandeur of the hall was intimidating, yet exhilarating. As he prepared to step onto the stage, he couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching over him. Taking a deep breath, Gabriel walked onto the stage, his violin in hand. The audience, unaware of his humble beginnings, awaited the next performer with polite anticipation. As the first notes of Echoes of the Heart filled the hall, a profound silence enveloped the room. Each stroke of the bow, each vibration of the string, told a story that resonated deeply with every listener. Among the audience, seated discreetly in the shadows, was Keanu Reeves. He watched with quiet satisfaction as Gabriel poured his soul into the performance, the same haunting melody that had captured his attention on the street now mesmerizing hundreds. The final note hung in the air, followed by a moment of stillness before the hall erupted in applause. Gabriel stood there, tears glistening in his eyes, as he took in the overwhelming response. In that moment, he felt seen, heard, and valued. After the concert, as Gabriel navigated through congratulatory guests and fellow musicians, he spotted Keanu standing near the exit, a proud smile on his face. Approaching him, Gabriel extended his hand. Gabriel began, emotion choking his words. "It was you who made this possible." Keanu shook his hand warmly. "All I did was listen. The rest was all you." "But why?" Gabriel asked, still in disbelief. "Why help me?" Keanu's gaze was steady, his voice gentle. "Because everyone deserves a chance to be heard. Sometimes, all it takes is for someone to believe in you." Word of Gabriel's performance spread, leading to more opportunities and collaborations. His days of playing on street corners were replaced with invitations to perform at esteemed venues and events. Yet, despite the newfound recognition, Gabriel remained humble, always remembering the stranger who had stopped to listen. Keanu's act of kindness was not an isolated incident. Stories of his generosity and humility were well known in Hollywood. He had quietly operated a private foundation supporting children's hospitals and cancer research, inspired by personal experiences. He was also known to take pay cuts to ensure other actors could be hired and had gifted Harley-Davidson motorcycles to the stunt team of The Matrix Reloaded as a token of appreciation. In Gabriel's case, Keanu's intervention was a testament to his belief in uplifting others, especially those whose talents might otherwise go unnoticed. It wasn't about grand gestures, but about recognizing the potential in others and offering a helping hand. Gabriel's story became an inspiration to many, a reminder that sometimes all it takes is one person to stop, listen, and believe in you. And in a city where dreams are often overshadowed by reality, acts of kindness, like that of Keanu Reeves, illuminated the path for others to follow. As Gabriel's career flourished, he made it a point to pay forward the kindness he had received. He started workshops for young, struggling musicians, offering mentorship and opportunities to perform. He collaborated with charities, using his music to raise funds for causes close to his heart. And every year, on the anniversary of that fateful performance, he returned to the corner of Sunset Boulevard and Vine Street to play his violin, reminding himself and others of humble beginnings and the power of unexpected kindness. Keanu and Gabriel remained in touch, their bond rooted in mutual respect and a shared understanding of the importance of compassion. They attended each other's events, supporting one another's endeavors and spreading the message that kindness, no matter how small, can have a ripple effect beyond imagination. In the end, Gabriel's journey from a forgotten street musician to a celebrated artist was not just a testament to his talent, but also to the profound impact of empathy and generosity. It showcased how one act of kindness could change a life and, in turn, inspire countless others. And so, the haunting melody of Echoes of the Heart became more than just a composition. It became a symbol of hope, resilience, and the enduring power of human connection.